The movie begins with a young girl called Ida traveling with her family in a car. She is woken up by the humming of her elder sister named Anna. She seeks a chance to pinch her elder sister and ensures that her mother, Henriette, isn't looking. Soon, they arrive at their new home, and Ida explores the place. She goes to a nearby lake and notices a boy looking at her across the lake. Ida goes to the football court and meets a boy named Ben, the same boy she saw across the lake. Ben shows her his powers to control a bottle cap with his mind. She tries to do the same but fails to do so. She goes home and tells her parents about her new friend's abilities, but they don't believe her. Ida goes again to the football court to play but finds no one over there. She becomes sad and comes home. She sees her parents teaching her sister. Ida feels envious and puts some broken pieces of glass in Anna's shoes. Soon, Henriette and Anna were going out, so she wore her shoes. Ida sees her wearing her shoes, but she doesn't seem to get hurt. Meanwhile, Aisha, a young girl, plays with her doll. She wears her shoes, but her foot starts to bleed. Finally, she sees her foot and notices that the blood has disappeared. Ida is watching her sister while she is in a therapy session. She sees Anna stomping her feet. When she returns home, her mother takes off her shoes and sees the wound on her foot. At night Aisha tries to go to sleep, but she hears some strange voices from the other apartments. The next day, Ida's parents leave her to look after Anna. They both go out to play while Ida is frustrated. She meets Ben and tells him about her disabled sister. She pinches Anna and explains that she doesn't feel anything. Ben does the same to see if that works. Soon, Ben is distracted by a cat. He plays with it while Ida notices a wound on his stomach. They both go to the football court to play, leaving Anna alone. Some boys bullies Ben for playing with their ball, so they both go away. Soon Ida notices her sister and sees that she is sitting with Aisha, playing. Ida tells Anna to go home, but she becomes frustrated. She sees Anna sitting with Ben and Aisha. She becomes jealous of her making new friends. Ida insists that her sister go home again, but instead, she spins a frisbee on the ground. Ida is surprised that it spins for a long time and thinks Ben is doing it, but he tells her that it's her sister who's controlling the frisbee. Ben demonstrates his power to Anna and Aisha at Ida's urging. Ben challenges Aisha to try it, but she refuses. Instead, Ida realizes that Aisha's power is being able to understand Anna. Aisha reveals that she sometimes hears Ben while he's at home. When Ida asks what she hears from Ben, Aisha senses that he doesn't want to share, so she changes the subject by claiming that she and Anna are connected. The group then tests whether Ben has Aisha's power. When Ida whispers to Aisha, he can hear her even though they are a few floors apart. However, when Ida whispers to Anna, he cannot hear her. Nevertheless, he insists on trying again, and eventually, the group departs for their apartments while Ida and his parents join them for dinner. Ida whispers "shark" in Anna's ear, hoping that she will hear it but sees no response from Anna. Ida goes away, but when Anna draws a shark on the magnetic sketchboard in her flat and Aisha draws a shark on the window, the two start to communicate telepathically. The next day, Ida, Anna, Ben, and Aisha go into the woods to check their powers again. There Anna speaks for the first time. Anna and Ida then return home and tell her mother about Anna speaking for the first time. Henriette doesn't believe it and calls Anna to talk, but she still can't. At Ben's apartment, he tries to control a pot on a stove with his mind. Her mother scolds Ben. He then controls the pot and hits it on his mother's head, and she bleeds. Meanwhile, Anna feels the pain in her head while Aisha's mother also bleeds. Finally, Ben poured the boiling water on his mother's leg until she died. The next day, Anna and Aisha play in a pit while Henriette sits aside. She moves closer and notices that Anna is talking. She feels very happy and goes home to celebrate. Anna's mother and father sit with Anna and talk to her while Ida feels lonely. Ben heads out to walk but spots the children who bullied him and went home again. He puts a glowing ball against his head while a man across the apartment sees it. Suddenly he snaps out of the trance and walks on a bridge. There the same boy was passing who bullied Ben. The man kills the boy. The next day Ida's parents talk about the incident. Aisha's mother refuses her to go out, so Ida goes alone. She meets Ben, and he tells her that he can control people with his mind and make them do what they want. Ida doesn't believe it, so he experiments with it on her, and it works. Ben and Ida come across the bully's friends playing football on the lot. Ben focuses on his powers, and both Aisha and Anna can sense what he is about to do. Ben breaks one of the player's legs, and the child screams in pain. Ida gets scared, and before she realizes it, Ben has left. Ben walks to the woods, but Aisha appears to scold him. He controls the rock and throws it at Aisha. Ida pushes Ben, and he falls to the ground. Ben turns his attention to her next, but Anna shows up to defend her sister. However, when Ben realizes he is outnumbered, he flees and becomes angry. Aisha warns the sisters that Ben might try to hurt them, but Anna has to use her powers against him. At night, Ben thumps his head against the window. While Aisha is lying in bed, she hears her mother crying. Suddenly, Ben controls Aisha's mother with his powers. Aisha comes out of the room to check on her, but she sees her mother holding a knife. She calls Anna telepathically for help. Anna rushes to the staircase, but Aisha's mother stabs Aisha. Anna feels it, too, and her parents rush to the staircase. Suddenly, she snaps out of the trance and lays her dying daughter on the ground. After Aisha's death, Anna again struggles to communicate. Ida realizes that Ben has killed her, so she decides to take revenge. She talks to her sister about it, hugs her, and sees Anna struggling again. Ida takes some money from her father's wallet and hugs her mother. Ida invites Ben to play with a plane. She takes him to the bridge and urges him to make it fly. Ben stands on the edge of the bridge. A woman spots them and restricts them from playing there. Ida instantly pushes Ben from the bridge and runs away. She hides in the woods and grabs a sharp broken piece of glass. She is suddenly taken into a trance where the wood turns into a snake, and she sees a boy coming after her. She runs away and arrives in the middle of the road. Without realizing, she holds the glass tightly, which creates a bruise on her hand. A car suddenly comes in Ida's way while she jumps out of the road, and it hits her leg. Ben feels her pain. Ida is admitted to the hospital, and her mother learns that she pushed Ben. She informs Ida that Ben has survived the fall. Ida soon returns home to find Ben staring at her through the window. Terrified, she turns away and watches her mother chop vegetables in the kitchen. Afraid of Ben controlling her mother, Ida locks herself in the bathroom. Ida soon gets the order from Henriette to keep an eye on Anna while she goes to the store. Ida listens to the front door open and closes before leaving the bathroom, but when she does, she notices that Anna has also gone downstairs. Ida struggles with the elevator, so she chooses to descend the steps as Anna leaves the building and spots Ben from a distance. As Anna and Ben continue to stare at one another, Ben pushes Anna with his abilities from within, and Ida tries to remove her cast to walk. When she fails, she cries in frustration until it eventually breaks, and Ben goes away, believing that he has defeated Anna. However, the girl gets up, and while they assess each other's abilities, babies nearby start to wail, and some children experience unusual sensations. Finally, Ben senses everyone's powers against him and falls into the swings. All the children with powers help Anna defeat the boy, and eventually, Ben falls. The sisters and the kids from the building return to their homes, and Anna begins absent-mindedly drawing on her pad. Their mother then enters and mentions that an ambulance is outside to take Ben away.